Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar. It's time for some more Madden 17 in the series where I try to win the Super Bowl as every single NFL team. For this episode, I'm going up against the New England Patriots. I will be playing as the Carolina Panthers as we obviously try to win the Super Bowl. Now, playing as Cam Newton will be somewhat exciting for me here because, with Kwame Cheddars and everything being a dual threat quarterback too, it'll be interesting to see if any of that kind of carries over here into this game. But obviously I'm going up against Tom Brady too. That can present some challenges, but I do think that there'll be a factor of predictability on the Patriots that I'll be able to use to my advantage. A lot of times, when I played the Patriots in the past, it has been a huge proportion of passes here that are called, so that'll kind of help me out here in my play calling and everything. But kind of noticed it was going to be a screen once I saw all the offensive linemen kind of pull over to the left. So we're already starting to see exactly how this game is going to go. I expect a lot of passes and a lot of completions. Dang, he took out his legs right there. That was pretty nasty. All right, 3rd and 4. Little play action right here. I'm trying to get to the to Tom Brady, but somebody else does instead. And so that's going to help me out here, setting up 4th and 13. But we get a pretty decent punt return, as you can see right here. Getting the ball pretty close to midfield. Going down the left side, Brown with the catch, and that is going to be a touchdown. I was absolutely surprised. There was really no challenge whatsoever on that throw, especially with it being a bullet pass and everything. Surprised nobody jumped up to try to even swat it, but works out for me here as now the Panthers are up 7-0. So another completed pass here, but it's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Patriots. Handoff to White. He's not going anywhere. Big part of my work there. Able to just shed the block pretty quick and make that tackle. Not all me, of course, but it was kind of nice to be able to see I helped out with that. Kind of rolling over to the left. Oh, man, that was stupid on my part. That's one of the challenges that I have when it comes to a dual threat quarterback is I'll want to run. I'll see something better downfield. I'll make the throw. I'll forget where the line of scrimmage is because, hey, I'm not a quarterback in real life. I don't really think about that too often, but anyway, again on the left side. That one's going to be incomplete. So a great punt for us. You can see now that the Patriots are back at the 3-yard line, but LeGarrette Blount does get a decent pickup right here to go ahead and kind of get them away from the end zone a little bit more. We're looking at 3rd and 5. I should have gone for the sack there. I was instead thinking that he was going to kind of throw over to the left and try and protect against that. Again, another great play for us here on special teams, getting good field position. I've gotten a lot better at that since I've gotten Madden 17, and that's actually been a tremendous help to my offense, just getting decent field position. Really nothing that I was looking for right there. Was able to unfold. Patriots covered my wide receivers pretty well, so I'm not too surprised that one ends up with a sack. It looks like that there was some tremendous pressure anyway from the outset. Well, there you go, another touchdown for us. A good pass across the middle on the slants. Love to go with the slants play every now and then just to be able to get the easy yardage. Usually don't pick up that much, but I'll go ahead and I'll take it right here. All right, so you can see it is 13-0. Did I miss the extra point? Yes. The reason why I missed the extra point, though, is I have kids. And no joke, my son knocked the controller out of my hands. So I'm going to have to try and overcome that. That's one of those things I might just be like, you know what, let's just go ahead and replay this game or something. But no, I'm going to live with it here. Plenty of time to be able to throw, looking downfield, catch. And I'm tackled right away, but just great job going up there, being able to make that catch and to come down with it. That would be a lot tougher. But Stewart with the reception here. That's going to make it 3rd and short. Looking at 3rd and 1. I'm just going to try and go just straight up here with it. With my fullback. It's my go-to play in that type of situation. It ends up working for me here. 4th and inches. So I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. Why not at this point? Cam Newton just falling forward and picking up 1, maybe even 2 yards on that one. But going to the right side, Stewart able to get into the end zone, so that's touchdown number 3 for us today. And so with the missed extra point that I had earlier, I am going to go ahead and try and go for 2 right here. I'm going to go stick with the halfback again, just run it right up the middle. A little close, but I get the 2-point conversion right there. So now I'm looking at a more normal score of 21-0. 4:05 left to go here in this first half. Surprise, a pass, but Brady is able to get that one away in time and is able to get to a receiver to make the catch too. So that's where it does get difficult playing Tom Brady, because he is always going to find the person who is open, and even in the times where you're covering somebody really well, you're going to just see some great passes all around. So LeGarrette Blount with a wide opening across the middle. Man, that one was actually really frustrating. But we're still good. We've got to go ahead and hold them here. 2 minutes left to go, so I'm expecting maybe some runs here, or just even more passing. I don't know, because I feel like in this situation, like if you're this close, you can try and run out the clock a little bit, but still make a couple shots towards the end zone in the process here. So Tom Brady getting way too much time. That catch is made, and they're going to have the ball at the 2-yard line now. Looking at 1st and goal. Probably going to run it right here. They make the stop, but they're able to pick up 1 yard right there. LeGarrette Blount, very, very good. Now that's a great tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. We're looking at 3rd and goal, which means a loss of 4 on that one too. Brady hit as he throws. That one goes way too high. And now we're going to go ahead and force a field goal, which for me, I'm going to consider this just a positive right here. You know, being 1 yard away from the end zone, making that stop and forcing them to go ahead and get 3 points instead of what I figured was going to be 7. Yeah, that's definitely something worth being able to celebrate. So 21-3 is going to be the score at the half. I have a tremendous problem in the 3rd quarter. It does not matter what game I play, but 3rd quarter is like terrible for me. So we'll see if I can go ahead and hold on to the lead that I've got. 7:50 though here, 2nd and 10 for us, and I get sacked. Absolutely surprised that I was tackled on that when I made the throw. I thought a little bit earlier and was going to be able to get that throw off in time. Yes, I was going to take a nasty hit, but left side again, deflected on 3rd and 21, so I'm going to be forced to punt. Now the Patriots have got the ball at the 37-yard line. You can see they're going with some short, effective type passes. This is smart. It's also very difficult for me to be able to defend against. Yeah, because Gronk right there making a great catch. That throw just right where it needed to be. We'll probably see some more of those too. At least I'm getting a lot of tackles immediately after the catch, so it's not hurting me as bad as it could. But some of these runs, like this one that I'm not expecting, this is where it actually gets to be a tremendous challenge for me. But again, thrown away on 3rd down, so look at where we're at. 2nd and 8. Pretty bad field position for us, and it might just continue to get worse. So let's go ahead and do something positive and talk about the Panthers. All right, Panthers originally came to be in 1995. It is ridiculously weird because I remember when that happened. Jacksonville was an expansion team then too. So the Jaguars and Panthers came out at the same time. And I remember this because this is probably really stupid and it really dates me, but I remember they used to have these like little vending machines in school. Let's see, it was like middle school for me. But you'd put in a quarter and then you could get like an NFL pencil. It was super cool. And I remember when I got my first Panthers one, I was like, oh wow, this is awesome. This team is cool. But, you know, one of the downsides about them being only around since 1995 is there's not as much history to be able to talk about. You know, they've gone ahead, made it, won 2 conference championships, 2003 and 2015. Haven't won a Super Bowl yet. So that will happen someday. I don't know. That did not sound motivating at all. It will happen one day. Anywho, great run right here for Cam Newton. Going out of bounds. That's the stuff I was hoping to see, but he's not that fast. In fact, I was actually really surprised. This is not a knock against Carolina, but I was really surprised how much the team's overall rankings have dropped in Madden since it initially came out. But, okay, this is one thing about, this is like not necessarily about Carolina, and I don't know if this even has anything to do with football, but like, as I was doing research on them, their team colors are black, Panther blue, silver, and white. I just hate the descriptive Panther blue. There's really no such thing as Panther blue. It's just the kind of blue that the Panthers associate them with. I don't know. Like Minnesota off-white. It makes no sense. I don't know. In my opinion, Carolina blue or Panther blue is like the same thing. I don't know. Rant over. Let's get back to the game. 24-3 is the score right now. I was able to go ahead and get that field goal, which is helpful. I mean, every point's going to count. We're in the fourth quarter. 5:30 left to go now, and really expect to see just better passing as we're here in the fourth quarter. You can see Gronk with a great pickup right here. And I think at this point, the Patriots have really been able to find the weakness in my defensive scheme. Here you go. It's the same play almost, but on the other side. At least that was the same route for Gronk. Just kind of flipped around, which that's frustrating for me because it's like, oh, there's not too much I can do. There's LeGarrette Blount getting a touchdown on a run because they passed the ball so much. I'm always expecting the pass, and that's just kind of how I call my plays, but I get burned on every single run. So I'm going to go ahead with a little over 4 minutes left to go in the game. I'm going to continue to try and run the ball as much as possible. Let the clock go. Great pickup by Stewart. You know, having played this as much as I have now, I'm really starting to get the trends of it. I'm going to run a lot better in the fourth quarter, and I'm just going to struggle just all around in half number 2. So for me, there's a lot of pressure at the beginning of the game to really put up as many points as possible. I think it would be interesting if I went back and actually calculated how many points I score per quarter. And I'm sure it's like a giant decline. Like I get a good amount in the first quarter, not so much in the second, third, and then it might jump up in the fourth a little bit, but actually maybe not. All right, we're going to go with a punt right here, and it is going to be blocked, picked up. Nobody's going to be able to get to Collins. That is going to be a touchdown. Man, that happens at a terrible time when I am concerned about what the Patriots are going to be able to do. Now, fortunately, we're going to be able to get the ball back and hopefully burn some time off of the clock, but that's just embarrassing. All right, onside kick. I am intentionally not anybody who could pick it up because I'm just so worried I'm going to do something stupid in that situation. So I'm going to leave it all completely up to the computer. All right, 4th and 14. Game is over because I just let the clock run after getting it back. So, we'll end up winning this one. Thanks for watching, you guys. I sure do appreciate it. For those of you who are Panthers fans, I'm going to go ahead and end it right here so that way you guys can just enjoy the celebration with your Carolina blue, or Panther blue. I'm not going to be able to get that right. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. I sure do appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe if you have not already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz, but you guys are phenomenal people. You really are. Thanks again for watching. As always, you guys, I hope you have a good one.